Hello everyone, I'm still Alex, and we're still playing Mortal Shell. It's been a while since my last upload, and I'm sorry for that. I was a bit busy, IRL, but I'm still playing this, and I'm also, by the way, still playing Batman Arkham City. If you're watching that series, I'm actually nearly done with it. I only need to do Harley Quinn's Revenge. I just haven't had the time to edit and upload the footage. And yeah, I also played a bit of a Mortal Shell, and some things have changed since the last episode. First of all, as you can see here, I ended up applying the quenching acid to the hallowed sword, mostly because I just prefer it to the mace. The mace does a lot of damage, but I'm not a fan of the slow, powerful types of weapon, even in other Souls game. Another thing is that maybe because of it, I've actually made some progress here in the Temple of Ash. I'm likely going to cut to where we are going to be from now on, so I'll see you in a moment. And here we are. As you can see, these doors are now open. I don't remember if in the footage that's up on YouTube already, you've already seen these doors, but these doors were locked before, and I actually did the whole way that goes from there. You can see the end of the corridor there. There's another room where it's filled with two, I don't know how to call them. They're like burning demon babies that throw fireballs, and so you have to make it through that room and then go on the rightmost way out, and you come out here. And oh, here's one of these demon baby. Oh, and I almost forgot that there was also guys here. And that room over there, you can see there's a knight guarding the way there. I had to clear out this room. There's two of these giant demon burning babies there. And I'm not sure from here which way is the correct way. It's either this way, but for some reason I doubt it. Or there's the way entering the room from there and then going right, which I think is actually the way to go. But since we're here, I think I'm going to explore this way and see what's going on. Oh. That Awaken this guy? It doesn't seem to be hostile yet. I think my upgrade to the sword through the quenching acid, the damage, is paying off. So what's going on here? Let's see, ambush on this side, ambush on that side. I'm not seeing anything. What's this? Oh, it just appeared out of nowhere, right? Anyway, in the meantime, since the last recording, I think I've gotten more used to the combat here. Oops, wrong. Although my old controller is starting to fail me, so sometimes it does. My guy unfortunately does extra moves, which aren't really helpful, like the attempted parry there. I don't know if you noticed it, but yes. Also, like I said, I'm really enjoying this Souls-like. I again didn't notice you. Come on, attack me. Break my hardening, please. I don't want to break it myself. God damn it. As I was saying, I'm really enjoying this Souls-like. I kind of miss the ability to use more ranged attacks, and I know there are some. I've seen other footage of this game with but they're very limited. Mostly because I like the ability that range attacks, even if I'm doing a melee focused build in Dark Souls, I usually have something like pyromancy that lets me pull a single guy out of a pack so I can, you know, kill them more comfortably. Here, as you can see, sometimes they are clustered too tightly together, or they activate without fail all as one. And there are no ranged options. There's not even throwing stones at people here. I also recently saw, and I think I'm going to link this either in the description or up in the right corner about right now, or maybe both. A link to, just saw the trailer for Wukong Black Myth, or maybe it's Black Myth Wukong, which is another, I think, Souls-like from the looks of it. It's a 30-minute trailer, and you play as Sun Wukong in this. Oh, so this is another shortcut. Okay, I get it. I'm guessing that beyond this is the final boss of this area, and this is a shortcut to get to him faster once you clear the rest of the area. So I'm guessing I have to go back in that room with the baby, the flaming baby, and proceed that way. Anyway, as I was saying, Wukong, Black Myth. First of all, I love the idea about a Chinese style Souls-like, because I don't know about you, but I've kind of gotten tired of Western knight sword and board style, and feeling like they look cool, and even this even Mortal Shell is that style and it looks cool, but change is good, right? Which is also why I was really a fan, more than most people I think, of Code Vein, because it was a Souls-like with a different style. It wasn't, you know, big heavy set knights against your typical monsters. Oh, I forgot these guys spawn here in this room too. Come on. Come on, release too quickly. Anyway, those kicks, I didn't actually meant to do them. For some reason, because to do the kick, which is one of the abilities I bought while in the lost footage, it's supposed to be square while you have a bar of resolve. I'm never pressing square, I swear. So yeah, get rid of those guys, because in a Souls-like game where you have no ranged option, ranged enemies are the worst. I can hear someone trying to swing at me. Oh, it's the guy beyond the wall. Doesn't matter. Oh. This guy does on the other way. Yes, well cap. So from this point on, I actually, again, I'm once again blind. You saw me go through that part of the area fairly easily, but that was because I've done it a lot. From here on, I'm actually as blind as you again. I can see one of those tombs. Oh, another piece of lore. Why must great, indecipherable something something die, while beggars and bandits something something flourish? The body is little more than kindling that our spirits burn through. Inflame your passions and forget your reluctance for ambition, for sacrifice. No more coddling the infirm, no more sheltering the ill. Something something the weak. Purify the flesh, leave nothing but ashes. This message brought to you by Andrew Ryan, version flame cultist. Oh yeah, I heard someone walk. Yeah, when you get close to these tombs, you open them and you get items, but then some weird, some kind of weird, you know, ghost enemies appear. See, glimpses? But, come on. No enemies? That's weird. Oh, and sister! That means there's a checkpoint here.
You look parched, foundling. Curious how even a creature like yourself must endure the indignities of the flesh. Such burdens are discarded in these chambers. These disciples are a gruesome sort, but you must admire their conviction. Did you know that beneath their hoods and veils, there's nothing much at all? Just scraped bone and tattered sinew. Packed with the sacred ashes, it has a certain allure.
Really? Says the lady whose face is burning,
not
apparently.
Far from vanity. Now let us sate your thirst. Unless you're also foregoing your primordial desires.
Nah, I don't think I have the glimpses to buy any ability. As you can see, I've upgraded Solomon quite a bit, actually. But no, I need more glimpses. Actually, I'm sure I picked up a glimpse there somewhere. Glimpse of affection, untarnished mask. See, there are a couple of items that I've not used because I'm afraid that you know, they act like this one, the tarnished mask does, and cosmic glimpse. But looking at the name, tarnished mask, untarnished mask, I'm going to guess that the tarnished mask is, you know, unlimited use, but you lose your glimpses, while this one doesn't use your glimpses. I'm going to guess. Anyway, glimpses you can't be lost upon that. The only way to lose them so far that I found is using the tarnished mask, which, as you can see, I've actually never used because I don't like that. But I don't know. This is also another item that I picked up while the ethereal dead diapason. Diapason. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I would pronounce it diapason, but that's more in my home language, my mother language. Anyways, since I think this is a new checkpoint, I think we can afford to be a bit more daring, exploring from now on. Ooh, that's a new enemy. Is that a mid-boss like Grisha? Oh, I completely understand why there is a, you know, a checkpoint right before him. I should have guessed. That's a boss room. No, not a boss, surprisingly. A really cool enemy though. Ooh, he does the artist jump. Oops. He dodged my use of the ability. That's bad. I was about to say, are you frozen somehow? Oh, I killed him. Oh no, I didn't. Now he's dead. No, he isn't. I think my game is having problem beyond simply controls. It just froze. But I think we are done with him. Yeah, there's some delay right now for some reason. Not in my commands, but in the game itself. Oh, I thought I saw a prop there. More remnants of tar. I wonder if this guy here respawns, because he's almost a mini boss, because he was not as tough as Grisha, but it was tougher than any other enemy before now. More mortal tokens. Oh, here is it. Here it is. Shortcut. Back to the starting area. But I wonder if that means that Sister Janessa there is not a checkpoint. I'm going to guess that if we die, we'll find out. Eight glimpses? Oh no. I wonder if this is a trap. It looks like one. So come on, the backup dancers go first. Can I kick you off? No, but I almost went off myself. That's bad. Oh, see that? Something weird is happening on this bridge. My game is killing itself. It's dying. I'm also doing surprisingly well, despite, the game not responding correctly. I think this time there's actually going to be those ghost shadows spawning from the chest. Oh, the Awaken stone. Oh. I knew there was going to be some kind of trap. The Awaken stone, if I remember correctly, it's an upgrade item for the mace. Which I guess was made for this situation. Oops. Dead. Because I used my last chance against the Flaming Knight. But still, that was a good attempt. I think I'm going to cut here, so if you're enjoying this playthrough, please remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
in my next attempt at fighting those guys.